History of Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire was one of the mightiest and longest-lasting dynasties in world history. This Islamic-run superpower ruled large areas of the Middle East, Eastern Europe and North Africa for more than 600 years. The chief leader, known as the Sultan, was given absolute religious and political authority over his people. Origins of the Ottoman Empire. Osman I, a leader of the Turkish tribes in Anatolia, founded the Ottoman Empire around 1299. The term Ottoman is derived from Osman's name, which was Uthman in Arabic. The Ottoman Turks set up a formal government and expanded their territory under the leadership of Osman I, Orhan, Murad I and Bayezid I. In 1453, Mehmed II the Conqueror led the Ottoman Turks in seizing the ancient city of Constantinople, the Byzantine Empire's capital. This put an end to 1,000-year reign of the Byzantine Empire. Sultan Mehmed renamed the city Istanbul and made it the new capital of the Ottoman Empire. Mehmed died in 1481. His oldest son, Bayezid II, became the new Sultan. Rise of the Ottoman Empire. By 1517, Bayezid's son, Selim I, brought Syria, Arabia, Palestine, and Egypt under Ottoman control. The Ottoman Empire reached its peak between 1520 and 1566, during the reign of Suleiman the Magnificent. Suleiman created a uniform system of law and welcomed different forms of arts and literature. What countries were part of the Ottoman Empire? At its height, the Ottoman Empire included the following regions: Turkey, Greece, Bulgaria, Egypt, Hungary, Macedonia, Romania, Jordan, Palestine, Lebanon, Syria, some of Arabia, a considerable amount of the North African coastal strip. Ottoman art and science. The Ottomans were known for their achievements in art, science and medicine. Istanbul and other major cities throughout the empire were recognized as artistic hubs, especially during the reign of Suleiman the Magnificent. Fratricide. Under Sultan Selim, a new policy emerged, which included fratricide, or the murder of brothers. When a new sultan was crowned, his brothers would be imprisoned. When the sultan's first son was born, his brothers and their sons would be killed. In the later years, the brothers would only be put in prison, not killed. Topkapi. A total of 36 sultans ruled the Ottoman Empire between 1299 and 1922. For many of these years, the Ottoman Sultan would live in the elaborate Topkapi Palace complex in Istanbul. It contained dozens of gardens, courtyards and residential and administrative buildings. Part of the Topkapi Palace included the harem, a separate quarters reserved for wives, concubines and female slaves. Devshirme. In the 14th century, the Devshirme system was created. This required conquered Christians to give up 20% of their male children to the state. The children were forced to convert to Islam and become slaves. Although they served as slaves, some of the converts became powerful and wealthy. Many were trained for government service or the Ottoman military. The elite military group, known as the Janissaries, was primarily made up of forced Christian converts. The Devshirme system lasted until the end of the 17th century. Decline of the Ottoman Empire. Starting in the 1600s, the Ottoman Empire began to lose its economic and military dominance to Europe. Around this time, Europe had strengthened rapidly with the Renaissance and the dawn of the Industrial Revolution. Other factors, such as poor leadership and having to compete with trade from the Americas and India, led to the weakening of the empire. In 1683, the Ottoman Turks were defeated at the Battle of Vienna. Over the next 100 years, the empire began to lose key regions of land. After a revolt, Greece won their independence from the Ottoman Empire in 1830. In 1878, the Congress of Berlin declared the independence of Romania, Serbia, and Bulgaria. During the Balkan Wars, which took place in 1912 and 1913, the Ottoman Empire lost nearly all their territories in Europe. When did the Ottoman Empire fall? The Ottoman army entered the World War I in 1914 on the side of the Central Powers and were defeated in October 1918. Following the armistice of Mudros, most Ottoman territories were divided between Britain, France, Greece, and Russia. The Ottoman Empire officially ended in 1922 when the title of Ottoman Sultan was eliminated. Turkey was declared a republic on October 29, 1923 and founded the Independent Republic of Turkey. Armenian Genocide. The Armenian Genocide was perhaps the most controversial and damning event associated with the Ottomans. In 1915, Turkish leaders made a plan to massacre Armenians living in the Ottoman Empire. Most scholars believe that about 1.5 million Armenians were killed. The Ottoman Legacy. After ruling for more than 600 years, the Ottoman Turks are often remembered for their powerful military, ethnic diversity, artistic ventures, religious tolerance and architectural marvels. The mighty empire's influence is still very much alive in the present-day Turkish Republic, a modern, mostly secular nation thought of by many scholars as a continuation of the Ottoman Empire. Thank you.